What is up, Bulldogs, and welcome back to the show.
We're excited to show you what we have this week. Did you know North is putting on a play called Clue? Emily Torres and Elizabeth Castillo talked to the cast members to learn more.
My name is Gabriella Graham. I'm a senior at Columbus North, and I play Mrs. Peacock in the Tuesday cast of Clue.
Hi, my name is Caroline Brucken. I'm a junior here, and I play Miss Scarlet in Clue.
My brother actually did theater for a little bit, so I was kind of, always looking at his productions and stuff, and it was really fun to, see what he was doing. So I guess you could say he was my inspiration.
I think my middle school what are they called? Director inspired me to be a performer. He was just really caring and really adaptive to me, especially as that was my first time being on stage and stuff. And so he's just inspired me to I would say continue it more.
I'm really looking forward to the cast parties after our production. They're always really, really, really fun. It's just a nice time to get together and stuff like that and just celebrate the work that we did.
I think just the entire thing in general, especially our set, it's supposed to be rotating. So I'm really excited about that and just seeing how the mechanics are actually going to work on stage.
A lot of preparation goes into it. We have to do read-through rehearsals and blocking and tech rehearsals, dress rehearsals, all that stuff. So it can be a pretty rigorous process sometimes, but it's also really fun.
I generally ask my mom for help a lot, especially for high school productions. There's a lot of lines and a lot of cues that you need to learn about. So I learn best by repetition, so I'll have just my mom read a line and then I read my line back to her, and then it's just kind of that back and forth.
It depends on how we choose them. When we had our old theater director, we didn't really have a say in them, but now that we have Justine, she's giving us a lot more creative freedom with it. And allowing us to come up with different ideas and stuff, and obviously she's going to be the one to make the final decision, but she really likes to get our input on there.
So it's kind of a yes and no. The director automatically has the overall say at the end of the day, but we definitely will give her ideas about what to do. This is Justine, our director. This is her first time being a full-time director, so she was the one who picked these ones, and especially our spring musical, she did those. But next year, I think the student body will be a little bit more involved in the process.
I really, really, really like Miss Peacock because she's just she's very hysterical constantly, and I have a lot of fun with portraying that. She does a lot of screaming, which I think is really fun. Yeah, her character is just a really fun, batty old woman, and it's amazing to portray it.
Miss Scarlet in general is just such a fun person. She's a calculated businesswoman, but also very seductive. And so just finding the balance between those two of being manipulative and then being seductive and trying to find the balance there, I think it's been a really fun and a fun challenge for me to do. So I think that's just what I love most about her.
That was great, guys. The diving team had their first competition recently. Greta Schutz and Leroy Iorio speak with the divers to learn what it's like to be a bullfrog.
B&N was able to learn more about the dive team and their expectations for the season, as well as why some of their newest members decided to join.
I'm Dagan Clefman, I'm a freshman, and I'm a male diver. This is my first year, and I originally wanted to do swimming, but I seen that there's a lot of swimmers and literally hardly any divers, so I figured I'd just try this.
I'm Elise Preston, I'm a senior, I'm a diver. This is my first year, and just wanted to try something new because I quit basketball. I'm Nicole Decker. I teach freshman and senior English, and I'm the diving coach. This is my 12th year coaching. I coached for 6 years in Bloomington, and this is my 6th year here. I knew that I was going to be a teacher, and so I really wanted to be involved in extracurriculars, but I had also been coaching summer camp before then. I started diving when I was 10, and I dove in high school in Ohio, and I dove at IU for college.
My favorite dive is probably my backflip half twist.
And inward, facing the other way, and you're basically going the opposite way. Probably an inward dive, or a backflip straight, or back twisters.
The team shares some of their goals and how they think they can improve after their first meet.
I would love to have some divers move on to regionals from sectionals, but like I said, we have a lot of new kids, so I just want to see them learn stuff and have fun.
I just want to have fun and get better.
Just to have fun. I don't really have very many expectations. I actually thought it went really well. We have a lot of new divers and they did a really great job, and I've already been able to see a lot of progress from even just just the first meet to the second meet?
I think it went pretty well. I got second place in it, so it was alright.
I think it went pretty well. We still lost though, but diving won.
Being close to your teammates is important. Members from the team and their coach say their favorite part of being on the team.
Having them around me feels like a whole new family.
All the friends I made. Just getting to see kids outside of the classroom and build those relationships and see them push themselves to try something new and work together.
This was Greta Schutz and Leroy Oreo reporting for BNN.
Thanks. Next, let's head to the streets with Johnny Klaus and Drew Jacoby.
BNN sat down with Sylvia Sass to discuss her senior project.
I'm Sylvia Sass and I'm a senior this year. So the 5K on Turkey Day is a race or a senior project race that's been kind of passed down throughout the years. This year was the 10th year that it's been happening, and a cross-country senior always kind of takes on that project, and it happens every year on Turkey Day, on Thanksgiving, and all the proceeds go to benefit Love Chapel. This year we had a location switch, which was kind of tricky. We had to map a new course, but this year it was at the fairgrounds, when usually it was at the Armory at Parkside. So I sent out a sponsor letter in September to some local companies and people that usually donate every year. I know we had like Kenny Glass and Zeller Insurance, and I don't think I can list all of them, but we got $18,200, which was pretty awesome, and that's without race signups or anything. We got all that money, so that was really cool. So this year we had around 250 participants. We had 200 sign up online before the race, and then about 50 participants sign up day of. So the meetings for the senior project start in August, and that's when you start drafting your sponsor letter and just kind of getting things in motion. The run sign up can really start at any time. We had some technical difficulties this year, but we got that out by November 1st at the very latest, and then the rest is kind of just meeting beforehand and making sure everything's going smoothly up until the days before race day when you do packet assembly, and this year it was mapping the course as well, and just kind of making sure everything's going well and in motion and everything's set up before race day, gathering volunteers, and then obviously like organizing the day of the race, getting the balloon arch and all that, and afterwards writing thank you letters to all the sponsors.
This is Drew Jacoby and Jonathan Klaus reporting for BNN.
Gobble gobble! Maggie Russell and Sierra Newell report on the C4 float for the annual parade.
My name is Mr. Coy, and I teach intro to construction. It's beneficial to the students because it gives the kids in middle school an opportunity to see what they can do in high school. The float is going to be displayed this weekend, December 2nd, in the Festival of Lights Parade. And then I think that it's going to sit at East High School out front once after the parade. We have been working on the float for about 3 weeks, just to bring awareness to the C4 program. And it also gives us an opportunity to compete in the Festival of Lights Parade, so hopefully we win. I just try to guide the kids or the students to in a project, right? I'll get them started and then they take over from there.
This has been Sierra
And Maggie reporting for BNN.
Do you like movies? Well, so does Sylvia Sass and Mr. Navreski. Let's go critique some movies with them.
What's up, Bulldogs? I'm here today with humanities teacher
Jared Navreski.
Jared. Introduce yourself a little bit.
So, like I said, my name is Jared Navreski. I teach humanities. This is my first time teaching humanities, and this is my second year teaching here at Columbus North.
Awesome. And today we're going to be ranking our top 10 favorite movies from worst to best. And can you explain a little bit why that's relevant?
So, I teach humanities, which is an introduction to film history class, where we spend a lot of time analyzing and watching films throughout the past 130 years.
He's a big film guy.
main character killed women and children, and now he's like retired, and he's like, "Yep, I did it. Now I'm an alcoholic."
Great.
And he does it more.
To follow that, my number 7 is Shrek 1. And I like this movie because it's not just for kids, it's for adults too.
Also reminds me of my childhood, Mean Girls.
Okay, yeah.
It came out when I was in
that
elementary school. It's kind of that cozy early 2000s feel that I barely remember because I was
I love Surf's Up. It's great.
I watched that movie when I was like 7 years old and extremely sick, and all I can remember when I watched that is just feeling miserable. I want nothing to do with it, so.
Okay. That's it for today, Bulldogs.
That's all for this week, Bulldogs.
See you next week.